Rubén, it's a pleasure to have you here. It was a pleasure to read your article and learn about Jiwasa. If you could briefly introduce yourself, that would be great for our listeners.
Well, thanks, Diana. My name is Ruben Hilari Quispe. I was born near Lake Titicaca in the Andean place in a village which is called Hualata Chico. And so we have been taking care agriculture and some camelids. After that, I moved to the city, which is the site of the government, La Paz. And so currently I live in El Alto city.
And in a previous conversation, we were talking about jiwasificación.
Oh, yeah, there is no equivalent in English because we have we for nosotros, right, in Spanish, and in Aymara there is three of them. Like the first one is Hiwasa, and another one is Nanaka, and the Hiwasanaka. And so Hiwasa means we as community. I was trying to name in English, like saying we-ness. I'm not sure about the new word, like we-ness. And so, like saying we or something like that, right? We, all of us, or we, the existence, or something like that. Because we means not just we, you, and me. So the we in Aymara is that Hiwasa because Hiwasa as concept includes all the existence, visible, including invisible. So things which we know from the Western knowledge, like objects, but in Aymara, it's not considered like objects. It's considered like part of we, like alive, or things with life. We can say like literally. We can say that we we is part of our existence. It's really difficult to explain.
And I think a concept that people might be familiar with and that you actually touch on in your article is Ubuntu, right? The African concept of I am because we are. So that might be an entryway for people to consider.
Yeah, Ubuntu is one example, I think, in Africa. I exist because you exist, right? Now in Hiwasa, we can amplify that concept saying this laptop exists because I exist, right? Or I'm conversing, make this conversation because these things exist, or something like that. And so considering as part of this totality. So in Aymara, that amplifies not just between among the human being, but including, of course, many times all the existence.
And when we think of ourselves, of our Quaker experience, and I know that the Quaker experience is very diverse. I can think of my own personal Quaker experience. One of the key testimonies is community,
Yeah.
right? So Hiwasa is taking that community and expanding it way beyond the personal to also the invisible.
Yeah, that's a concept which is close to Hiwasa, the community. All the things, all the existence as a structure, as a pattern, directs to Hiwasa, to community, but not just among people, right? Again, all the existence and among the everything, including enemies, right? Including those people who can attack us or something like that. And so in that way, Hiwasa is always as pattern working like as a structure is working like Hiwasifying.
And I know we spoke about how many indigenous languages in the Americas, not just Aymari, but maybe many languages that are Nahuatl, which is where I'm from here in Mexico, also have this concept of usness, right? Of we-ness.
Yeah. I think usness or we-ness, maybe double we. Many other languages have that kind of pattern. Guarani has, as well as Quechua or Hakaru, and Tojolabal, which is a language among the Nahuas. And so we can find that pattern where the people are always talking with tick. And so saying tick, 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 tik, which means us, which means that community, not just me, because my existence belongs to all those existence. And so it's again, it's a little bit hard to explain that kind of we-ness.
Thank you so much for coming and telling us more about Ajiwasa and Agujisicación. It's a whole new language for me. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks to you and thanks to this life. And so thanks to existence